Hey, good morning, everybody. I don't know if you can hear me. This is Chris Hake, founder of the Madison REIA, and I want you to know that you can do a rehab even in all this corona crap. I know you got your protective stuff on. I know it's hard to hear, but you got to be safe in all this stuff. So the first thing to do is make sure that your environment and everything around is safe. So we're going to go check out in the garage first. We've got a whole bunch of stuff out here, and I just want to make sure that we don't have anything, that's going to be threatening, or maybe there's some gems. You just never know what you're going to find. Just kind of check things out. Got all this debris and garbage. This is not really a hoarder, but stuff that we're just going to have to take care of. And so we're just getting all this stuff put together. We just closed on this house yesterday, but I'm just looking for gems because, one of the things with these properties is there is always good stuff to be found. Got to make sure you go through everything to find the little gems, right? Sometimes money, sometimes coin collections. There's all sorts of stuff. So I don't know that you guys can see too much of the stuff in back. Look, got a snowblower back here. I don't know how good that is. Might have to put that on eBay, Craigslist, Facebook, something. But there's also, whoa, what the? Oh my God, I hit the jackpot! Toilet paper! I'm going nuts. Craigslist, Facebook, here I come, baby. See, you can find treasures in every property. Oh, I better take care of this, baby. That is 2-ply, 6 rolls, even in its original packaging. You can't beat that. All right, well, let's get serious and look at the rest of the property. All right, guys, time to get serious. Just having a little fun there, but I did that for a reason because you guys, there are so many great opportunities right now. This is a property we just closed on, and today's St. Patty's Day. Kind of walking through the property. We were supposed to have our property tour on Thursday this week, so 2 days away, but because of all the scare and getting 25 people in close quarters in a house, I'm kind of doing the prudent thing, and we're just going to do it a different way. So I'm going through the property right now, and I'm actually going to have a live session on Thursday. I'm not sure what time yet. We'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know. But I'm going to go through the property right now, same as if you guys were here in person, and I'm going to go take a look at things and show you guys what I'm seeing, and then we're going to kind of run through some numbers. Now, this is a property over on the west side of Madison. Great bones, great property, kind of a situation where the seller had lived here since 1983, I believe, and she was just getting too old to be able to manage the house and take care of it, and her daughter came from Colorado to help mom out, and we were able to put together something that worked for them to get this done very, very quickly, literally within a matter of about 10 days. And so that was very appealing to them. So we're going to start our cruise in here today. And originally when we came through this property, you can see all the stuff in the garage here. We already kind of went through that. But we're going to get the trash crew in here, clean all that stuff out. And originally we had this property budgeted for about $109,000. And that was going to be the whole rehab. We were going to go through this and take care of the kitchens. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. 2,363 square foot, and then it's got an area in the basement that's about another 650 square feet, so about 3,000 total. And the plan was to rehab it top to bottom. Figured it would probably take about 3 months, 2-3 months to do. And with all the crazy stuff going on right now in the market, got a lot of people are jittery. Some of our resources we don't have that are available normally, and so we are actually looking at another option. So if you guys recall, every time I teach anything at the Blueprint, at the REIA, and or any of the property tours that we do, I always talk about 4 ways to do every deal. Rehab, rental, wholesale, wholetail. And if you're not sure what all those mean, jump on the next call when we go through the property tour and I'll explain them. But at the end of the day, I think because of the way the market is, not only with all the corona scare and the uncertainty, but also with the market being as high as it is, meaning there's a lot of buyers looking for property, I think what we have decided to do, because I think we really want to
take some of the risk out with trying to go through a big rehab and hold this thing for 3 months, because I just don't know what's coming. I think we can do a much smaller rehab, actually wholesale, which is, again, a term that we talk a lot about. I'm going to get this property in a good enough shape where it's financeable. We can fix a lot of the main stuff that I'll show you real quick here as we walk around. And that's really going to make a big difference to, I think, all aspects of this whole project. So we'll go upstairs here. This is a 2-story property. Sorry, hopefully nobody's getting sick as I'm running in circles here. But we had some areas that definitely had some concern. So I'm going to flip the camera around for you. So right there on the ceiling, we've got a beam. It's about 13 feet in the air, so a vaulted ceiling. And there's some mold coming in. Now, there's no roof above that, but I believe between my contractor and some other folks that came and looked at it, that is an area that had some water penetration or moisture that had come in from freezing weather and then heat from the inside. And so we're going to cut all that drywall out and get that all redone, patched up, new insulation or whatever we have to do, and get that cleaned up. The rest of this room, this is a master bedroom, is in pretty good shape. But paint the walls, take care of the drywall. Got a nice huge big deck out here. We're gonna go out there, and I've got a company coming in to power wash the entire property, all the siding, power wash the roof, clean all the shingles, clean all the windows inside and out, take all the screens off, and then power wash. There's 3 decks like this you're seeing on back here. There's 3 wooden decks, 2 in back, and then the one up here on the second floor. And they've just not been painted or taken care of. So we're gonna not sandblast, power wash, which will basically rip most of the crap and moss and just stuff that's grown over years. And we're just gonna have it be naked. And depending on the weather, we may treat it or paint it. And if not, we'll just leave it for the new buyer. So here's one of the bathrooms. Again, beautiful blue. This is good old 70s, 80s right there. But you know what? Functional and in good shape. So we're not going to touch that. We've also got a couple other bedrooms here. This one's the purple room. So we're going to whip a coat of paint on here, take care of all the cracks in the ceiling throughout the house, probably paint most of the house, about 3/4 of it, and go from there. So behind me, you'll see the entrance to the attic. So there's 2 entrances to the attic. One's in the second floor here, the other one's in the garage. And unfortunately, you saw the mold that was up in the vault in the master bedroom. There is also traces of mold up in the rafters here, and then also in the garage. And so we've got a remediation company coming in tomorrow, and they've already been up in both of the attics, and they're going to take care of all that over the next 2 days here. And then we've got a roofing company coming in, I believe, the day after, and they're going to be taking care of all the flashing, putting on new shingles in different areas where they need to. I think the problem was that the roof is not bad, but there's a lot of penetration from rain because of poor flashing that was done when the roof was done last time. So that's definitely solvable. So that's a good day. So the rest of the stuff here, so we've got really awesome hardwood floors here. Original, it's actually in 3 different rooms. So we're just going to be cleaning all that up. The windows are all in good shape. So that's not a big deal. Electric's fine. But here's really where I think the big bonus is for this particular house. It's down in the basement here. So this is all carpeted, all taken care of. But what we have here is a basement that was, I guess, partially finished. So they had carpet. Somebody was obviously living down here. They drywalled everything. But the only thing they didn't have was the trim they had taken off. I don't think they ever put it on, actually. And that right there, the ceiling. So we looked at that and said, you know what? We are going to frame out around the vents here. So create soffits, and we're going to have the construction guys coming in here probably in the next hour, and they're going to start framing that out. And then we've got drywall coming in later today, and they're going to drywall this whole basement. So we're going to have a completely finished basement area. It's about 650 square feet. That area right back there is the laundry room, which has a washer and dryer that they left, and also the area of the mechanical room. And so we've got, you know, some good lighting in here, and all the windows are good. So the house is in great shape, and my goal down here was to get rid of all the carpet, kind of scrape everything, and just redo it all, paint it, retexture. But at the end of the day, to go the wholesale route, we don't need to do that. So here's our laundry room. Oh, if the lights are working, kind of creepy. Oh, there we go. So we got a washer and dryer that they left, which is awesome. They work. So we'll keep those. And we've got a great furnace here that's, I think, only about 10 years old, if I'm not mistaken, and then a air conditioning unit outside that's in good shape. But yeah, basically a nice, clean workshop. Fuse panel, all good, full, but good. So we're all set there. But here's one of the other things we're gonna have to take care of. Anybody guess what that is? What are your guesses? Look at all those pipes and tubes and stuff going outside. I'll let you think about that for a minute, but that's the whole nother thing we gotta take care of. So I'll come back down and you guys keep guessing. Tell me what you think that is. So let's go back out. I'll show you the outside, one of the other areas that we're gonna be taking care of. So all in all, right now, based on our new plan, I think that our original $100,000 and $110,000 bid may be more along the lines of only about 15, 20 grand. That's just because it makes more sense based on all the factors that we're having to deal with. Gonna have to fix that sliding door as well. So we got the backyard, got a killer backyard, all fenced in from end to end. So definitely set up for pets for sure. But look at that sucker. Anybody guess what that is? That is like a vintage 1980s hot tub. And so I don't know that anybody wants to hang out in that bad boy. So we definitely have holes in the decking, so it's been rotted away. It's been not really taken care of for a long time, and understandably why. And so a lot of the stairs leading up to behind me, those have to be cleaned off. We're going to power wash and figure out which ones are bad, replace the boards, kind of power wash everything at a really high pressure to get all the stuff cleaned out, replace the boards we have to, and then just call it a day. And then let somebody else come in and take care of it. Here's the rest of the house. Power wash all that. So yeah, everything's in really good shape. So that's kind of the plan right now. Once we get a few more folks in here to give a few more bids, we'll be ready to go. So this project, and I'll run all the numbers. We're gonna have to fix this door too. We're gonna have to go through all the numbers, but I'm gonna be doing that live in a couple days here. Instead of the live property tour, we're gonna have a live recorded virtual property tour. So I hope you guys can hang tight, and this is maybe the new norm for a little bit. But I want you to know that we're not gonna stop educating, we're not gonna stop buying properties, and I'll explain some of those things when we get on a couple calls here in the next week or two to tell you what's going on and what I think the opportunity is in front of us. All right? So look forward to chatting. You guys get your questions together, and we'll talk soon.